Hello again. I'm uploading another video. I just wanted to stand up for this video because I feel like I'm sitting down for every single video that I record, and this one I just feel like doing standing up because why the fuck not? You know, we have a little bit more leg room to kind of like, you know, anyway, whatever. Honestly, this video, I was going to make it about, kind of going over a few more things that happened, you know, with the whole grooming situation and all of that. But I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I don't want to talk about it any more than I had to. But I will at least make it known that there were a few things that I not omitted. That's not the word because that sounds like it was purposeful, but that I forgot to mention. If there is a desire for me to say the things that I forgot to mention in the previous video, or in the video that I did, talking about the grooming experience and all of that. If enough people want me to post a video talking about it, I will. But I mean, like, it is like pertinent. What the fuck is that word? It makes sense with that whole video. Like, it's supposed to add more to it. It's pertinent, pregnant, whatever. I don't fucking know the word. English is a very difficult language for me. But like I said, if enough people want me to make it, I'll make it. But that's not what this video is going to be about. This video, honestly, I have no idea. But I wanted to just bring up and talk about, like, how important it is to be true to yourself, right? That was a very big lesson that I learned throughout my entire experience with the whole, we already know what. A big part of it was being true to myself. And that includes living in my authenticity, but it also includes, like I said many times in that video, it also includes listening to my gut reaction, because my gut was telling me, bitch, this is not right. Like, the way he said that thing, the way that it was expressed, or you know, the thing that he said, the idea that he's sharing, like, I don't know, some about that just doesn't sit right with me. And I just didn't really listen to my gut reaction for whatever reason. Well, not for whatever reason. I know the reasons, because, you know, brain up here likes to overthink. Listen, I'm an Aquarius rising type, and I heavily relate to that aspect, because I am as much of an air sign of a person as you can possibly get, right? I am all up here, all cerebral, no nothing down here, no roots, no nothing. So I overthink a lot, and something that I actually learned about my astrology, this is getting into the woo-woo territory, so if you're not a woo-woo person, you know, you don't have to stick around, but it'd be cool if you did. Like, I would definitely look into these things if I were you, because it's a lot of interesting information. But I recently learned that the moon phase that you were born under can really dictate a lot when it comes to your emotional side of yourself. I don't remember the specifics for every single phase, but the phase that I was born under is waxing gibbous. Waxing gibbous, for those who are unfamiliar with the phases of the moon, is the part of the phase where it's about to be a full moon. So it's like, it starts as a new moon, so like You have like a sliver of light, like barely anything. And then you have the crescent. So it's like you see the sliver of light. It looks like a toenail. At least that's what I always thought it looked like. But it looks like a toenail in the sky. And then you have first quarter, which is half the moon is lit up, the other half is dark. And then you have waxing gibbous, which is like 75% of the moon is full. And that's what I was born under. And then you have new or full moon. And then after that, you have waning gibbous, which is basically the light leaving. And then you have last quarter. And then you have waxing crescent, I think, or waning crescent, whatever the fuck it's called. It's the crescent, but on the other side. Those are the phases of the moon. And then it goes back into new moon. And then depending on the phase of the moon that you were born under, it can determine a lot of things about you. In my case, I was born under, like I said, a waxing gibbous. And I've learned that waxing gibbous is very like optimistic. It's about like, because we're bringing, the light is coming into the moon. We're about to be a full moon. So we're all about like this optimism, and like we see the positives in life a lot of the time. But unfortunately, another aspect of this is we tend to be gullible. We tend to be a little bit naive because we are so optimistic. Think of like that type of person who's very like, no, don't even worry about it. Everything is going to be fine. Like, I believe that everything is going to go great and everything is going to be absolutely okay. And don't even worry about it. That type of person, that type of energy is very gullible, because you can tell them like, oh, I have this thing here. I'm just, giving a silly example, but it's like, I have this thing here. Like, look at this. Isn't this really cool? And the waxing gibbous person will be like, oh, that is kind of cool. Like, tell me more about it. And you can completely fool us. We are very gullible people. We are very, we want to believe that people have the best intentions. We see the positives in people. We see the optimistic side of people and interactions and stuff. We don't typically associate anything with like negativity or anything. And so when we meet a new person, we're not thinking like, I need to be careful with this person because this person could be bad. We're thinking, okay, I see this person and they're exhibiting these behaviors, which questionable, but I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt because I don't know them very well still. So we're not looking for negative aspects. We're looking for positive aspects. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, I guess this is what the video has now become, right? But the reason why I'm bringing this up is, if this is you, if you are this person, please be careful. I got suckered into a situation that has been unbelievably difficult for me to deal with. I have a lot of, there's resentment, obviously, there's a lot of mixed feelings, but the thing that I'm feeling the most in this circumstance right now, I'm feeling regret, because I made a lot of decisions that I really should not have made. And yes, I get it. There was a lot of manipulation, a lot of coercion, a lot of, playing with my emotions. And it led me to make certain decisions that I really should not have made. And like, yeah, there is that manipulation aspect of things and playing with those emotions. And I am a very gullible person. And it's very difficult for me to see the bad side of the world, the dark side of the world. It's very difficult for me to see that. But at the end of the day, I still also made decisions. And I very deeply regret a lot of those decisions that I made this past year. And yeah, that's been, I think, the hardest part in all of this, is coping with the fact that I made those decisions that I cannot take back. However, what I can do is at least try to make things right. Whatever happens, and it's, if things truly, happen for me where they don't pan out the best way possible, then so be it. I have to live with that. That was a product of bad circumstances and unfortunate circumstances, but I still did make decisions, unfortunately. But I at least had to be honest, and I was. And it's been very difficult, but it is nobody's fault. But I don't want to say it's my fault because I was manipulated, but it's like I can't help but feel like I am at fault, at least partially so. But the real person at fault was the person who manipulated me, right? But that is life. Things happen in life. You have to learn how to learn from those experiences. You have to learn how to gain knowledge and be able to move forward in life. I can't take back what happened. I can't take back the decisions that I made. I already made them, and I already did the things that I did. But what I can do is try and make things right now, and try to mend the wounds, try to heal from this situation and move forward. And that is exactly what I am choosing to do. I just happenstanced into a job. I start tomorrow, so that's pretty neat, right? A brand new job. And that's going to help kind of like take my mind off of things. I've also decided that I am going to volunteer. Not for any reason. It's not like, oh, because I really want to get my mind off of things. It really just comes down to, it's been something that's been on my mind for a while now. I would say probably like 2 or 3 years at this point. I've benefited a lot from utilizing a place called Folks. That's where I get my hormones from to transition, and I've really benefited from them. And I don't know if there's any volunteer thing that I can do through them. I'm sure there is, but what I want in this moment to do is to help youth. I want to help younger people because unfortunately younger people are not only most at risk for a lot of the shit that I've been through in my life, but right now, given our political our current political times, I don't know the word, but our current political times is very against trans people, and the ones that are suffering the most out of all of the trans people are trans youth. So I want to do volunteer work for trans youth. There's this excellent place called the Zebra Coalition, and that is what I want to go do. I want to volunteer. I want to help however I can, counseling. I'm not a counselor, or at least not a licensed one, but like I'll figure out what the hell I can do in order to help trans youth. And it's my way of kind of like giving back to the same people, the same community that helped me become and get to where I am now and become the person that I am today, which I am super, super grateful for. And I want to give back. I want to make sure that specifically, especially trans youth, can get the help that they need. Climate, that was the word. Our current political climate. Especially in our current political climate, trans youth can really use the help. So that is what I want to do. But anyway, don't mind my arm flaps. Oh my God. I'm going to fly away with that. Anyway, that is it for this video. I'm not even really sure what this video was supposed to be about. I mean, I said it from the very beginning. I didn't have a plan. I was just going into it, and I just stumbled upon some semblance of a point, right? Something can be gleaned from this video. Anyway, that is this video. I'm gonna go flap my wings and fly away, R. Kelly style. And is he the one who sang that? I think he was. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna go do that. And I hope that you can look wherever that subscribe button is, up, down, left, right, pink and blue, Dances Revolution, wherever subscribe button is for you, click it, subscribe. That'd be really cool, really awesome of you. And I very humbly thank you for the support of doing that. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video, whenever the hell that is. I have a new job now, so probably not going to be posting as frequently. Not that I really was posting very frequently, but now it's like whenever I can, between work and volunteer, who knows how much free time I'll have. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.